A globe completely engulfed in flames.
So you want your logo to represent the end of the world?
No. It's like we're driven. Like we're taking over the world.
Yeah, like we're spreading like wildfire, but in an elegant way. I mean, understated. It should communicate integrity, honesty, classiness.
A love for the community.
A love for the whole world, really.
Humble.
But not too humble. I want to exude pride, like humble pride.
A bald eagle wrapped in an American flag. In his talon, a stack of $100 bills.
We're financially successful and patriotic.
That's incredible.
That is amazing.
Let me just move this and, oh.
With a logo like that, we're gonna sell a lot of beard combs.
Wow.
Thrive Nation, if you're out there and you believe that your logo is going to make you rich, I hate to upset you, but it's not going to happen. And Andrew, how many times have you met somebody at a conference that met somebody on an onboarding that wasn't a good fit, but that's all they wanted to focus on was that logo?
Yeah, it's their entire world, and it happens often.
So let's think about our most successful clients, okay? We only take 160 clients because we do not work with negligent people. We do not work with people that are passionate about going the wrong direction.
Yep.
So our clients who are winning, you say, well, Clay, what is your average ROI or what's your average win rate? I get asked that a lot. What percentage of your clients actually win? Well, all of them, because I'll fire the clients that won't implement their homework.
It's true.
It's like going to business college where you can be kicked out or de-enrolled if you don't do your homework.
It's beautiful.
And so on today's show, we're going to celebrate the success of Roy Coggeshall. Roy Coggeshall, and his company is called TheGarageBA.com. TheGarageBA.com. He's been able to grow his company dramatically, north of 30% yet again. He's grown his company year after year. He's been in the program for multiple years. He's grown his automotive repair company by more than 30% again. And on today's show, he shares with you about the implementation and that he's been doing. Because if he learned all these things and didn't implement what we were teaching him, he would not win. And let me tell you what percentage of our meetings that we spend devoted to working on that logo. Just take a guess. Everybody think. 0% of the meetings. We've never actually touched his logo. And now, without any further ado, it is time for
Wins of the Week.
Doing the bullpen.
Oh, yeah.
On the flow. Working it.
You can do it.
Andrew, Roy Coggeshall, you've met this guy.
Great guy.
Is he not a great guy?
I love Roy. Roy's awesome.
He's a great guy. What do you like about Roy?
Roy's consistent. I can tell just by talking with him and the conversations I've had with him. He's a good person. He's got good intentions. He's diligent. He always gets his stuff done. Just a good guy.
Somebody out there right now is struggling to figure out how to get to the top of the Google search engine results. And we've got a website right now. You can go to thebestseobook.com, thebestseobook.com, and you can download the ebook version of my book, Search Engine Domination, for free.
It's the path.
But Andrew, there are 4 variables that you must have in place to dominate the search engine results. We've got the mobile compliance, the canonical compliance. Walk us through the 4 main variables.
Yep.
And then we'll talk about the 4 repetitive tasks you have to do every week to dominate the search engine results, like Roy does if you are out there listening today and you do a search for Broken Arrow Automotive Repair, you'll find Roy. If you do a search for Broken Arrow Automotive Repair, you're going to find Roy. But let's talk about the 4 variables you have to have in place in order to rank well on the search engine results.
Oh, yeah. So if you want to rank well on search engine results, you have to first have a canonically compliant website, which means that you have to have a website that follows every single rule that Google has set up and that they want you to follow. So Google has set out a list of rules and said, hey, follow these, and we have to follow those if we want to rank high. That's step 1.
Okay, now let's talk about this for a second. Again, we say, seems overwhelming. You just go to thebestseobook.com. You can download the checklist there, and you can just walk through it.
Yeah.
And if you'd rather hire a team to do it for you, you can go to thrivetimeshow.com, and you can schedule a 13-point assessment. You can essentially apply for the program, and we'll see if we have an availability to help you.
True.
But, okay, so we got that. So canonical compliance.
Yep.
What's the second step?
Yeah, step 2 is mobile compliance. So your website has to, again, follow all of Google's rules mobily. So it has to look good on mobile. It has to function well on mobile. It has to be able to be usable on mobile because most people are on their mobile phones. They're not pulling out their laptop while they're driving down the highway. No, they're on their phone looking for a coffee shop, looking for whatever your business or service is, or they're out at the mall. They're out at their jobs. They're out and about. They're not sitting down at a computer 24/7. They're mobile. So we got to look good on mobile.
So on today's show, we're celebrating the success of a diligent doer, a goal pursuer, and a successful entrepreneur. On today's show, again, Andrew, why do we so freely mention the actual website of the company? Why would we say go to thegarageba.com, thegarageba.com? Why would we actually encourage our listeners to do a search for Broken Arrow Automotive Repair? I mean, why would we cite examples and not just speak in generalities?
Yeah, because Roy's a real guy. Roy Coggeshall is a real man in the real town of real Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and he's got a real company, and his real company is really succeeding. It's really growing, and he's actually hitting all of his goals.
Why do a lot of other podcasts not want to mention the names of their real, or maybe not real clients?
Because maybe they don't have any clients, or maybe they just want to appear bigger than they are.
Have you ever seen a YouTube video guy out there?
Never.
Trying to convince people that they know what they're doing, but they don't. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah. He's typically got a Lamborghini and a lot of
no
books.
Disrespect to Steve Currington, who does have a real Lamborghini.
No, Lamborghinis are great.
They're great, but
I like
a lot of people will rent those for those shoots.
Yeah, Steve owns his Lamborghini.
So
a lot of people don't.
Why do we cite everything we say? Why are we giving examples here on today's Wins of the Week edition of the Thrive Time Show?
Well, because they're real. They're actually real things that are actually happening, and we want you to be able to go out there and verify it. Don't take my word for it. Don't take Clay's word for it. Go out there. Google's a real thing. You can't fake Google. Go out there and Google it and check it out. It's right there.
So you have to have your website canonically compliant.
Yep.
Mobily compliant.
Mobile.
And then you have to do what?
Next thing, you have to have the most original HTML content. So you have to have the most original content on the site. So your website should have one of the things that is our canonically compliant rules is a sitemap. On that sitemap, you have to have the most content about your industry, your company, relevant to what you do. So whoever has the most search engine content along with these other 3 variables, whoever has the most content will win.
Okay, so now we have the most canonical compliance, the most mobile compliance, the most reviews, the most original hypertext markup language content with at least 1,000 words of content per page.
Yep.
Now we've got that done. That was an event.
That's right.
But now we have the process. There's an ongoing process, a weekly process of things we have to do every single week. And Andrew, where there is no VISM, the people perish. Where there is no VISM, the people perish. What is the VISM?
Yeah, so the VISM, first off, we've got the V, which is video reviews.
You got to get those video reviews.
You got to get some video reviews.
Because you can't fake them.
That's right.
They
It's
look
the same
real.
thing.
They're
exactly,
real.
yeah. So we have real clients, real people, and our clients have real clients, and they get video testimonials of the real service that they really provided. And you have to do that because it's not fakeable. You can't fake a video testimonial. And they show up on Google when you get a lot of them. If you get a lot, and if you're like Kola Fitness, if you Google Joplin Gyms, you can see Kola Fitness. And when you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see their video testimonials. And that's what happens when you're as passionate, diligent, and consistent as Charles and Amber. You can actually have your videos start showing up top on Google. So when you type in Joplin Gyms, they can start popping up. So if you want your videos of your real customers showing up in front of potential customers, you're going to want to get some video reviews.
What day is it right now?
Today is Wednesday, the 1st of January.
Did you see Roy here today?
Roy, I have not seen him around.
What state do we live in?
We live in Oklahoma.
How was Roy able to afford to be in San Diego today celebrating the New Year with his family?
Because Roy made some sacrifices, was diligent for quite a while.
Oh, he made sacrifices to get to where he is now. He made sacrifices to get to where he is now.
Yeah.
Now he gets to enjoy time freedom and financial freedom.
That's
but
right.
let's talk about these 4 weekly repetitive tasks, the V, the I, the S, and the M, the VISM. Without a VISM, your digital online presence will perish. V, video reviews. 2, images optimized. Why do you have to add optimized images to your Google map and your website every single week?
All the time, yeah. So we want to up those upload those weekly on a consistent basis because it does multiple things. One, just like the videos, your images, if you optimize them correctly, can show up on your Google rank, on the Google search engine pages. So your videos or your images are now taking up more space on the front page. That's one thing. Two, when I go onto your Google My Business or if I go search on Google Images, I can see your images popping up. So it's more ways for people to find you. And it also shows Google that, hey, we're alive, we're going, we're a company, and we're still here. We're still uploading images, and it shows your customers that you're real. So if you're a business and you have no videos, no images, no website, and you're completely unfindable or appear to be unfindable, then you have no rapport, no trust built with your customers. And so who would go to a company that doesn't have any image, any appearance, any reputation at all?
So think about this. Here we are on New Year's Day. Why am I here? I wonder what that is. I'm here because I know somebody out there needs to get this message. When we do this show, it's like a message in the bottle. We put it out there. It's so fun at workshops. We'll see some of you guys from Canada, from Florida, from Mexico that will attend to the workshop, and we go, how'd you hear about us? And they go, I found you on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio. This is what I was called to do. The word vocation means calling. This is what I was called to do. I'm not saying that you should feel motivated or called to get video reviews and images optimized, but you got to do it.
Yeah.
VISM if you want to win. Video reviews, get it every single day from real customers. Images optimized. 3, search engine content must be added. At least, homies, 500 words of content per day, 6 days a week. Why?
That's right. Why? Because we have to have more content than the competitors, step one. We have to have more than the competition so we can come up top on the Google search engine results. 2, we have to show Google that we're still here, we're still alive, we're still cranking, we're still in business. If you ever stop uploading your images, uploading your videos, gathering reviews,
Google thinks you're dead.
Google thinks you shut your doors because what company would just stop or never get these things? So you have to keep going. You have to get more than your competition.
And wouldn't you stop using Google if every time you went to a highly ranked site it was closed?
Yes, I would absolutely stop using Google.
And because Inc. reports that 96% of small businesses fail, it's a high likelihood that you won't be in business next year if you're not proactive.
That's right.
And so I appreciate Google for doing that.
Yeah.
And now we move on to more reviews. Why do you have to just get reviews every day from real customers?
Every day, yeah. So one, you have to show your customers that you're real. We talked about that. You have to keep getting those reviews to show that you actually have customers, to show that you weren't born yesterday. And second, people want to go with the highest and most reviewed company. So if they are looking at your competitors and you're there in the mix and you're in those top 3, you want to have more reviews than everybody. So you want to have more reviews, you want to have higher reviews. It doesn't help if you have more reviews and they're lower reviews. So step 1, you have to provide a good service, quality product or service. Step 2, you just have to document those wins, document those reviews.
Now, faith and doubt cannot coexist.
True, yeah.
They can't coexist. Have you ever had a client or someone you met at the conference that still had a little bit of doubt?
Yep.
Isn't that kind of tough to work with somebody like that?
It's tough, but it's also really good to see that they commit to it. The ones who do commit to it and then just go and are consistent and then watch them be able to see how it works.
It's also tough when you have somebody who has self-doubt. So I put together a little audio compilation of what I believe to be the thoughts inside the head that many of you might be experiencing on a daily basis, this thing called self-doubt, where you don't believe in yourself. So I'm going to cue up this audio clip, and then we're going to get into the wins of the week with Roy, because Roy's a great guy.
Great guy.
But he's not of below average or above average intelligence. He's a normal guy, just like you, and that's why we do this daily rendezvous, so you can hear real people who are not sheeple going the wrong way, but real people that are going the right way, real people that are going the eccentric path, the path that very few people go on, the path to success. Because by default, life goes downhill and your business will fail. But if you're only a rare bird is willing to go the opposite direction, down the proven path, and again, if you ask the average person for business advice, it's not a smart idea.
True.
Because our country only has 327 million people who live here, and we only have about 16 million active business owners out there. And according to Inc., 96% of businesses fail. So you've got a 0.00193% chance of succeeding by default. And so listen to this audio here and see if this audio clip sounds familiar to the voices that are in your head, the voices of self-doubt.
You can't keep up this pace. You can't keep doing this early morning stuff. You should just get a job. This is crazy, right? Who in your family has ever owned a business? Who's gonna help you? Who do you think you are? You don't even know what you're doing. You're gonna fail. This is so hard. You can't do this. You're gonna fail. Get a job. You're gonna ruin everything. This is crazy. You didn't finish college. You never finish anything. Just quit. Just quit. You know you want to. You can't do this. Quit. Stop. Let's do this.
And now, without any further ado, a faith-building edition of this little thing that we like to call...
Wins of the Week!
Doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working.
You can do it!
And as we stated earlier, Roy's enjoying his New Year's Day in sunny San Diego. So let's cue up audio of what Roy has to say about search engine domination, a conversation that we began 3 years ago that's now helping him earn a mind-blowing amount of money. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Roy Coggeshall. I'm the owner of RC Auto Specialists and The Garage. These are auto repair facilities. And with The Garage, it's my second store, and that one ate about $1,200 a week for 3 years. Awesome! So I came in with Thrive 15, and they got my SEO correct, and we hit the top of Google. Took about 4 to 6 months, and in 8 months, we were in the black, not eating $1,200 a week, so I actually had to increase $1,200 a week, and then within 14 months, we actually are about 60% up. So number one is, can they find you? Number two is, when they find you, do you have any reviews? And it brings people in over and over and over and over again. We average 21 new customers a week, and Google is what brings them in.
That right there, that is well said from a great American. Now, Andrew, at the conference, we had Jill Donovan come and speak.
Yeah.
And she's grown her company from 0 people, just her, I guess, from one person, to 127 plus employees. And I had a chance to sit down and interview her. And I've got about a 90-second clip where she talks about how if you're saying right now that you can't find the time to get it done, that's not true. She also explains how, as a mother and an attorney, she found the time to get it done. And she's going to share with you her little tips for finding the time needed to do the things needed to dramatically increase your compensation. So here we go.
Yeah.
Did you find yourself cutting out other things to make time for this too?
Yes, I was a big tennis player. Loved tennis, and I loved to watch TV and just relax at night after my kids went to bed. Like, that was my thing. And so I had to stop. I definitely, for a whole year, stopped for the most part going to my tennis club. But I didn't care. That's the thing. I didn't care. I didn't even feel like it was a sacrifice, because I was so driven, I could not do that.
You're getting me fired up here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right. Now, Jill, most entrepreneurs that call me looking for help, I'm a business coach guy.
Okay.
They'll call me and they have this big idea, and they want to turn it into reality, and they have very little time and even less money. You're saying, hey, if you don't have enough, would you say to the entrepreneur, if you don't have time, just stay up all night? Is this sort of your advice?
Yeah, no, I would say it's very unhealthy, because I aged a lot for that year.
Are you 22 now?
Yeah, well, I'm 21.
Okay.
But,
all right.
So, I wouldn't. Here's the thing. If there's something that you're in love with, whether it's a human, whether it's a sport, or whether it's a hobby, you are going to find the time to do with it, because you are going to make less time for something else. It is just a fact. So if you really, really love sleep and you can't survive without sleep, then you're going to find time in the day if you really want it that bad. If it's just not that time right then there will be a time that you can find the time. But I truly believe that if that is your passion and you want to make it work, then you will find a time.
Andrew, how old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
What time did you wake up today?
My wife and I woke up at 2:30 this morning.
Interesting. I have an audio clip I want to play here. Now, this audio clip, I find a lot of people that they want to elevate. and therefore they delegate to an incompetent person.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this where a business owner delegates to their son or their daughter or their husband or their wife? They delegate like social media marketing or search engine marketing to somebody who has no clue what they're talking about.
It happens often. It does.
How often does it happen?
I would say about 50 to 60% of the time I see it happen. Not all the time, but quite often.
How often?
Probably 50, 60% of the time.
I think it's more than that.
You think it's more?
I mean,
I see it happen.
It's almost every time.
Almost every time.
With Roy, he had a web guy.
Yep.
He's had a social media person.
Yep.
He's had an office manager. He's had people. And they're good people. They just didn't know what they're doing.
Yep.
So I'm going to cue up an audio right now of I kind of scripted this out a few years ago as a way for me to cathartically deal with. One of my clients, they delegated their search engine marketing and their social media to a woman who was in her 50s.
Okay.
And I know a lot of very savvy social media marketing people who are in their 50s, okay? A lot of women who are savvy, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying she was in her 50s, had no clue, probably almost 60, and had no clue how social media or search engine optimization worked.
Yeah.
But she was passionate, and she served as a big roadblock to keep me from being able to get anything done. And let me just cue up audio. The things that she's saying, again, this is a parody that I scripted out. The things that this character is saying in this parody are all things she actually said. So they're things that she said.
Excited.
And I just took notes during the call, and during the calls that took place over a few months before she ultimately was relieved of her duties, and now the company's doing well. But I just wrote these notable quotables down because I thought, I got to do something with this. There's so much good comedy here.
Good stuff.
So let me cue this up.
Hello?
Hi, honey. It's Mom.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm at work, so I'm kind of busy right now. Maybe I could call you later.
So you know how to do a Facebook?
What do you mean, do a Facebook? Do you actually mean make a FaceTime phone call?
No, is that what they call it?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
Well, you know, where you can see what you're doing.
That still sounds like both of them.
When people see your pictures. And...
Okay, that's Facebook. You're talking about Facebook.
Yeah, I'm talking about Facebook. Can you copy Facebook into my new computer?
Mom, you don't put it in your computer. It's on the internet.
What do you mean?
Wait a second. Mom, you have a Facebook account. I know this because you like almost every picture I post, like, instantly.
I do. But I want a new one for my birdhouse business.
Okay, just log into your account and make a page.
I have done that. I log in, I put in all the information, I put in all the pictures, and then the next time I go back, it's all gone and I have to do it all over again.
When you get on, are you signing into Facebook or signing up?
Yes! Wait, what's the difference?
This is what I see all the time.
I've had conversations like that. Yes.
And again, back in the day, I got hired by a company to work with them, and they were introducing me to their sales guy. And they said, this is our sales guy. Now, the sales guy was the son of the client, and we'll just say it was in a retail store. They did not sell mattresses, okay?
Okay.
And you can picture the guy, kind of a Chris Farley-esque sort of a character. And he always used humor to mask the fact that he had no product knowledge at all. And then he would just lie in great detail about everything there was to lie about.
Oh, wow.
So you're going in, right, when you go into like an embroidery business or you go into a T-shirt business or you go into some company have apparel made.
Yep.
You expect the person you're talking to know about the product.
At least a little bit.
He could never tell you, like if you said, I want a flat bill, whatever hat.
Yep.
He couldn't tell you what kind it was. He could never really communicate what it was. He would just make prices up on the fly. He would forget to write down things. He would forget to take down orders. So they would print T-shirts that were wrong. Like they'd print like a whole batch of shirts on the wrong kind of shirt.
Inside out.
It's crazy. The shirts were being printed on the wrong kind of material, the wrong color shirts, wrong shirts for the wrong clients, wrong slogans on the back of the shirts. And he couldn't ever seem to get to work on time. And he was also kind of dirty. You know, we had kind of a little bit of an innuendo to everything he was talking about.
Oh, that kind of dirty.
And so I just, again, I wrote down the kinds of things that he said during the course of this interaction. And I'm like, I've got to wait. I got to sit on this for a few years so we can't guess who it is.
Yeah.
Who I'm talking about. and then I got to turn it into a little audio thing. So the following script, I'd like to take credit for scripting it, but it's really more of just me putting a pin to what he was saying. I'm just documenting the words that were spoken, slightly paraphrased, but it's incredible. Let me keep this audio. Again, this is why you should not delegate. Roy could not have success. If you hire a business coach to teach you the proven moves, and then you delegate the execution of those moves to an idiot, what's going to happen?
You're going to have a lot of failure on your hands.
A lot of failure. Let me cue the audio. Here we go.
I'm going to beat all other competitors' prices, or I'll give you the mattress for free. How's that sound? You look good. Let's sell some mattresses. Sales for me, it's what makes the world go round. And it's my life. When I step out onto this showroom floor, it's my time to shine. It's my time to dominate. This is my Coliseum, and I'm the gladiator. So, look out.
Hey.
Cameron
Hi.
Coates, nice
Hi.
to meet you. I'll
Mary.
be taking care of you today. Mary?
Yes.
What
Hi.
a great name. That's beautiful. And you are such a vision.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Mary, what do I got to do to get you into bed today? Really, I just want to serve the people. I want to use my knowledge to better mankind. This is 100% memory foam mattress, okay, with a circle knit top. It comes from our King Arthur collection, and we call it Excalibur. Hop on up, Mary.
Oh, no, that's not necessary.
A lot of these guys out there, they're dishonest, But I believe in truth in sales. This is a limited edition, which means it's a collector's item, which means that it will appreciate in value. So really think of this mattress as an investment into your financial future. I just love making people smile, If at the end of the day I've made at least one customer smile, then I've done my job, I've succeeded. I need them to buy something as well, of course, because they don't pay me for smiles. But I would be rich if they did.
If you're out there today and you want to become the next success story, you've got a fork in the road today. You've got 4 action items you could take, okay? 1, you could go to thrivetimeshow.com and book your tickets for our next in-person Thrive Time Show workshop. It is the nation's highest rated and most reviewed business workshop. Andrew, we have over 1,000 video reviews now.
We got a ton.
Over 1,000 reviews on iTunes.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 reviews on Google. It's crazy. I think the actual, let me pull it up, because Google audits reviews. So sometimes if somebody's left a review for the Thrive Time Show and then they go out and buy a product or service from one of our customers, Google will remove that review because it seems too closely connected.
Yeah.
So we have over 1,000 reviews on iTunes.
Yep.
And we have over 1,000 reviews on YouTube.
Yep.
And as of right now, we have 727 Google reviews that have stuck. So you can book your tickets to a workshop. 2, you could listen to the podcast every day and take notes.
There you go. It's free.
3, you could reach out and apply to see if you are a good fit for one-on-one coaching. And the reason why we only take on 160 clients is because I make a business plan for every single client. And that's some overwhelming crap.
It's a lot of time.
Have you ever had that thought about wow, that's a lot of onboardings?
It's a lot of onboardings. It's a whole lot of time. It's not like a 15-minute thing.
Do you remember in the meeting 3 weeks ago, Julia said we had over 500? It was over 300 people that reached out in 1 week.
Yeah.
For one-on-one coaching. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. So we try to really vet and make sure you're a good fit.
Yep.
For the program, you're in the position where you can implement. Nobody wins if we just take money from you and you don't actually grow. So again, we got the conferences, the podcast, the one-on-one coaching, or we have a beautiful online school right there. You can check it out. You just go to thrivetimeshow.com and click on the word business school. On the top navigation, click on the word business school, and you'll gain access to just thousands and thousands of videos taught to you by millionaires, mentors, and everyday success stories. It's all available for you right now. All you got to do is go to thrivetimeshow.com and click on the business school button. And when you click on the business school button, this is what you're going to gain access to.
In a Fox 23 television exclusive, a local company is taking small businesses to new leaps and bounds by linking them up with world-class education from millionaires, moguls, and everyday success stories. Fox 23 Sharon Phillips is live downtown on why it could have a big impact on our local economy.
The website is called Thrive15.com. It just launched last week, and it's already changing the face of small business right here in Tulsa.
We have to determine that we're going to live before we die.
One quick glance at this wall, and it's clear that CEO Clay Clark knows what he's talking about. Right now, he is one of America's most sought-after business and entrepreneurship coaches. With the launch of Thrive15.com, he's working to teach entrepreneurs specifically what they need to start and grow a business.
So it teaches them marketing, sales, PR. The idea is you have access to mentorship from millionaires and everyday success stories. So the people you would never get a chance to meet are your teachers.
One of those includes former NBA star David Robinson.
A lot of people don't know David's been more successful really off the court than on the court. And he is the head of a big, large investment firm. He's also the head of a school called the Carver Academy.
And now, without any further ado, Mr. Andrew Bloomer, let's end this show with a boom.
Oh, yeah.
Are you prepared?
I'm so ready.
You look prepared.
Well, wow.
Do you feel prepared?
I feel prepared.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom.